Let's talk about our agenda for today. So we are going to start with the introduction, as I'm going to be a trainer. Then followed by we'll be discussing about how is our course articulated and what all is the structure of the course and it's all about. Then we will introduce you to Workday Financial Management as a product, what is the concepts of it. Then we will provide you a summary of into the entire Workday Financial certification into all of those 40-hour sessions. What are the chapters that we are going to teach you? Then my support team will going to be telling you about the salary trends and everything in the market. Once you have the Workday skill sets and you have the certification and how you can be placed across different industries and everything. And currently, what are the job trends globally which are going on? And then we are open to Q&As. What are the benefits from our course? So we are offering you all these trainings and certifications so that whosoever is you are a beginner, you are new into the industry, you are a student, or you are an experienced professional into the financial world, your knowledges may be enhanced to the next level. By the end of these trainings, we will ensure that your relevant skills and subject knowledge is upgraded to a very, very good level so that you may be able to perform extensively good into the organization that you in future will work with or are currently working with. And so most of our students are enrolled. You will be receiving a courseware, which consists of your assignments, your assessments, your labs, your case studies. And all of this content is based on the real-time scenarios. And so all of these sessions are getting recorded. So whosoever are the enrolled students, you can access these training blocks because through the Vimeo channel, the details of which we would be providing later. Let's move forward. Okay. Who should take this course? All the finance and accounting professionals can take up this course for their careers. Whosoever wants to build their career into consulting, or maybe the consultants who are already engaged into Workday ERP implementations, this course is going to be fruitful for them. Then all the IT people, the technical staffs who is also involved into the Workday implementation or support, apart from the consultants, can take this course. Business managers, executives who oversee the financial operations and want to bring a digital transformation change into their existing legacy system practices or finance practices can take this course. Then personal working with the integrated finance processes. So already the Workday HCM people, Workday HCM consultants who are already working on the Workday HCM data and they have their integration with the Workday Finance as well can take up this course. And obviously, all the Workday users who are the end users who interact with the system on a daily basis and do the financial tasks into Workday can take up this course. Let's move further. Okay. Not necessarily a mandate, but there are some prerequisites that will help the students to be well acquainted with the concept of the course. So before you take up this course, we understand that you should have a basic understanding of the accounting principles and financial processes. So globally at US level, we accept the generally accepted accounting principles introduced by US for the financial accounting. And at EMEA level or other levels, we have the IFRS standards. So it's good to have a basic understanding of the financial accounting background or maybe your GAAP principles or your IFRS principles. It's good to have a basic data analytical skills. The sessions would be very, very helpful if you have already a brief understanding of what is an ERP, how cloud-based technologies, finance systems work these days. If you are already an experienced person, you are working into your financial organizations or any sort of organization, it's good to have your knowledge of your organization structures, your hierarchies, your data and everything and your financial processes. And like I said, if there are the HCM person who also are working closely with the Workday Finance module, then I think it is also good to have a prior experience into Workday HCM. Okay. How will you get benefited from this course? What are the objectives? We have designed this course in a way that we make sure that all our participants use the Workday system to support their organizational goals, wherever they get placed or wherever they are working. With this course, I think you will be having a deep understanding of all the Workday financial essential concepts that include your navigation and security, how to navigate your Workday financial system, how the UI looks like at different levels of performing different tasks in Workday, what kind of security do you need? Then at an ERP Workday, how the organizational structures look like and all the dimensions related to the organizations and other financial attributes. How do they perform? I think you should be getting a good understanding of these areas. You may also get good understanding of Workday financial accounting setup for a company. Then obviously your vendor transactions, your customer transactions, how do you create those transactions and what are the setups behind them? You will having a good understanding of these concepts. Then how do you facilitate payments? How do you pay to your employees for their expense reports? How do you pay workers? How do you pay your suppliers? How to pay your customers? All those payment settlement processes, you will be getting knowledge on this. And then finally, how you create your financial reports, you will be getting an understanding of this. Okay. Now let me introduce to the term Workday Financial Management, what really it is.
So, do you want to take some questions at this point?
Sure.
All right, guys. So let's open the floor. And if you have any questions, let's not jump to the certification and all of that stuff. You can raise your hand and we'll allow you, to ask your question one at a time. Okay, let's just go first. Abdul. How are you, Abdul?
Yes. The question is, this financial management training includes procurement or APPO, that includes, or that's a separate course?
So the advanced level or maybe the in-depth understanding of the procurement module is a separate course. But when we teach you the financial fundamentals course, which is the very, very prerequisite or requirement for any of the course, yes, this includes your basic P2P format, like what is the procure to pay cycle, how do you create your suppliers, how do you create your customers, how do you pay your suppliers. So right from creating the requisition to the payment of the supplier. So the basic understanding of all of that data is included in.
Okay. So we are going from requisition to payment and also to GL.
Yes. Financial accounting is what is primarily included in the financials concept.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I have one question on the issue. So are you going to cover e-procurement as well as purchasing? Because both are separate modules in PeopleSoft Finance.
So like you have a separate module in PeopleSoft Finance, which is called PeopleSoft Accounts Payable, I believe. Similarly, in Workday, your module has a different, which is called a functional area. And Workday's finance specific functional area to P2P is Workday Spend Management. So that is a separate course for it. This course is primarily focused on essential fundamental concepts of financial accounting. How do you create your ledgers? How do you create your accounting sets? How do you create companies? How do you create work tax? All of it. Yeah.
So if I understand correctly, right, you are not going to cover as per as PeopleSoft Finance module, right? So AP module, which is applicable in Workday Finance, right?
You will only have a general understanding of the procurement, how the Workday procurement cycle works, and how do you create suppliers, and how do you create invoices on those suppliers? How do you pay those suppliers by settling the payments? And similarly, from the revenue management perspective, you would be getting an understanding of how do you pay your customer invoices, how do you create customers into Workday. Then how do you create the invoices? How do you create then how do you...
Okay. So if I understand correctly, right, you are going to cover P2P and O2C, right? Both across, but at the very high level, right? You are not going to...
high level. Yes. Correct. We have separate courses to introduce you to the entire detailed structure of the Workday Procure to Pay functionality and Workday T2C functionality. This covers your financial essential concepts. Even if you are enrolled to your P2P training or C2C training, I think this is a prerequisite training for you to be completed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this course is the first step to Workday Finance. I think it's called the Essential Core from Workday. That's the one it is. This one is.
Okay. Sorry to jump in. So it could be like a basic course, mandatory basic course. That could be this.
Yeah, this is a basic mandatory financial essential concepts course.
Okay.
I am going to show you what chapters are included so you will have more insight into how this course looks like.
Yes. Actually, for a person who is working in HCM and have an aspiration to change to financial, how this would be helpful? Like as a basic kind of understanding or immediate level of understanding or advanced level of understanding with this essential course?
From switching your career from HCM to finance, at least this course would be really helpful. Because there are the key, like in the PeopleSoft or in any other ERPs, you have the concept of chart of accounts that you configure, even for the HCM level or even for the finance level. So here we are going to teach you in detail all the concepts of how do you set all the chart of accounts, which here are called organization and worktex. So the configuration, all the organization and worktex are going to be discussed over here, followed by how do you completely set up the financial accounting, right? From setting the period, fiscal schedules, maintaining the account posting rules, ledgers and everything. Finally, the costing organizations like companies, how do you create? how do you create transactions on those companies? How do you create suppliers on those companies? How do you create invoices? How do you create customer invoices and everything you are going to be understanding.
Okay. Okay. And one more thing is that, so with this kind of a knowledge, can we get any kind of a basic level of what we say financial jobs or the immediate level of financial jobs? With this knowledge?
I can at least promise you that if you are going to get through this course of the Financial Essential, the very first course, you will be at least having an eligibility to be appearing in a very, very good Workday interview, right?
Okay.
Any company who is using Workday Financials and are not looking for specifically advanced consultants, you will be getting a good Workday job.
Okay. And how about the integrations part? Are we going to configure integrations in this module or we have a separate one?
No. So integration is purely a technical part. So we may be having a different course structure of it. I can check with Alok. But
I got you. I got you.
So
In Workday.
You
So
may
that
be
is a
having an
different
idea
course.
of-
It's a different course.
Yeah, we have some financial integrations, right, which we need to build. So how about those? Are we going to create those or do we have a separate on that?
No. So no. Even that area is out of my expertise. As a functional consultant, I may be able to really teach you Workday Finance from a functional perspective. The technical integration is something which is a separate course are taught by the technical team, right? Who are the technical consultants who have expertise into integration and everything. However, I will be touching on how do you create, for example, your financial journals if you want to go through these trends.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
So just for all you guys, the course curriculum is posted on the chat. You can see that. It's the same as the course, it's the Financial Fundamentals course, which is a 35 hour course. Okay. The course curriculum is posted. Yes, Integration Studio, Advanced Finance, Reporting, Advanced Reporting, Compensation, Advanced Comp, Benefits, Recruiting, HCM. None of that is part of this course. This is a Financial Fundamentals course. This is where you start your Workday Finance journey in Workday. So, all right. Yeah. Anybody else has any questions? Please raise your hand. If not, we'll continue with the session.
Yeah, Alok, I have a last question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am a techno-functional consultant, so I take care of both functional, for HCL payroll as well as, for HCM payroll, both functional and integrations I take care. I just wanted to know, tomorrow if I had to take up finance integrations, will there be a separate course for finance integration? Is it the same integration concepts which I already know in HCM and payroll would apply here as well? Or should I have a separate course? I understand this is basically fundamentals, help me more from the functional perspective. And with respect to finance integration perspective, will there be a separate course?
Sanjay, I may be able to answer that. If you have a basic understanding of how the integration systems work, how do you set up these integrations? How do you set up the integration security group? How do you set up those integration users? I think it is just that the delivered integration or the core connectors into Workday Finance are just changed.
Okay.
The basic architecture of integration and the fundamentals remain the same. You build integrations for the HCM payroll. Similarly, you can build integrations for the quotient. Just that integrations apply to different finance domain security policies or maybe to finance business processes.
Yeah, thanks.
For example, so the behind building an integration from the payroll and the conceptuality behind building an integration for the financial journal, that remains the same. It's just the data which is different.
Okay. We have two more people who have raised their hands, Suresh and Abdul. If you still have questions, go ahead, Suresh.
Yes, Shweta. Is this really a GL course, General Ledger course?
This is primarily a GL course. AP course, what you call as P2Pay. So procure to pay is also fragmented into two portions, which is one is the procurement part and the another is the AP part, right? That is a separate course. Similarly, contract to cash or the source to cash, C2C is a separate course. Even into the Workday Financial, we have this financial fundamentals course. Then it is also followed by the advanced accounting course. So you may take that course as well after this if you want.
So basically,
you will be at least having an understanding of how do you set up GL system into Workday.
Okay, basically, I can say in PeopleSoft terminology, this is a GL course with functionality, and not the technical integrations, and not the account payables, and not the procurement or purchasing and order to cash or something like this. None of the other modules are covered for now.
Yeah. So as a financial consultant, as a functional consultant, let's say as a PeopleSoft consultant, you have been setting up business units, your other chart of accounts, your set IDs, your convoluted rules, your trees and everything, right? Similarly, how do you set up organization? How do you set up companies? How do you set up your custom validations, which are getting replaced, like which are equivalent to your corporate build roles? Everything you will be learning here.
Oh, okay. So basically, this is a good one to say like a functional consultant role.
Correct.
Okay.
Somebody who wants to start their Workday financial functional journey, this is a must course for you to have. And it provides you this much insights and visibility into Workday that you can easily crack your interview for any of the Workday organization.
Okay.
All right. Next question, we will go with Abdul. You have raised your hand. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. My question is, can we go directly for certification after this course? And how many courses we have to do for certification?
I guess better answer this question.
Yes, you can go with the financial essential concepts core. And I'll cover that at the end. I'll cover all of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
If I start there, then I know a huge amount of certification questions will come, and we still have a lot of stuff to cover here. All right? All right.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
Stay tuned for us. I guess you are going to grabbing a lot of understanding and learning through this course. Okay.
Awesome. You can continue.
Okay, let's move forward. What is Workday? So, an open demand cloud-based financial management and HCM software vendor. Since I see my crowd is mostly from the experience areas, I think you may be understanding how an ERP looks like and how the cloud system looks like. But let me explain you why cloud-based solutions. So, Workday is known for being a cloud-based ERP system, which offers advantages such as easier accessibility, scalability, from anywhere with an internet connection and lower infrastructure cost compared to your on-premises solutions like Oracle, PeopleSoft, SAP, etc. So that is why this is called as a cloud-based software. So Workday Finance, this is an innovative cloud-based financial management system which is specifically developed to aid business in streamlining accounting and finance tasks within one. Then Workday is said to have the power of one big Workday integrations, Workday HCM, Workday Finance, Workday Adaptive. Everything is centrally stored into one system only. Like PeopleSoft have a different PeopleSoft GL module. We have a different PeopleSoft AP system. We are only using one system for everything. So Workday is said to have the power of one. Then let's talk about a little bit history of Workday. Workday is just not a product. It's a giant established announced firm in itself. So Workday Incorporation was founded in March 2005 and launched in November 2006. I was in Pleasanton, California. David Duffer, who was a former PeopleSoft giant, is the founder and former CEO of the PeopleSoft. Along with him, Anil Bhoshri, who was also a part of the giant PeopleSoft firm, is currently the CEO and chairman of Workday Incorporation. So, what is Workday Financial Management? An object-oriented cloud computing solution to handle financial needs and business objectives. Why do we call Workday as an object-oriented platform? Because Workday typically stores data as business objects. For example, the attributes into Workday, your workers, your suppliers, your organizations, your positions, your financial elements, which can be constructed as database tables or worksheets in Excel, those values are stored as objects. Like database worksheets have rows and columns. Similarly, Workday business objects have fields and instances. So that is why this is called to be a object-oriented programming. Now, what all applications are available into Workday Finance? We'll talk about from Workday Accounting and Finance. You can do complete accounting right from recording your transactions to reporting. The entire record to report functionality is facilitated by Workday in a very great manner. So we have your accounting and finance feature available. Then you have end-to-end revenue management. Take care of the entire revenue life cycle, and as your business needs, they are evolving with time. So the revenue management software delivers the flexibility and scalability. You may be required to adapt your changing business requirements and reach growth goals. Then close and consolidate. Workday close and consolidate functionality. You may be able to close and consolidate with confidence. Like you may see easily consolidate results from multiple companies and non-Workday financial systems in real time. Because everything in Workday from the close perspective is getting automated. So we automate the reconciliation process, we are automating the consolidation process, the financial reporting and the close process. So everything is done accurately in one system. And let's talk about the period close. If you wonder how the financial results look like during period close, since close and consolidation in Workday, they provide you real-time currency translations, intercompany eliminations, non-controlling interest, and retaining earning calculations. So you have a very, very efficient way of running your financial close during the month end. And that includes your allocations creations, your currency translations, your intercompany eliminations, everything happening behind the scenes in real-time scenario. Financial planning, Workday also delivers the financial planning software separately, and that has the embedded AI powers decision makers to collaborate seamlessly, plan continuously, and adapt quickly. So with Workday, you can use their world-class budgeting and forecasting and planning solution to keep up with today's ever-changing business landscape. So generally, many of the consultants who have been working on PeopleSoft have also got a chance to be working with Oracle Hyperion Airspace as their financial planning software. Similarly, the adaptive insight is what the financial planning software of Workday looks like. You have a separate module for Workday for projects and expenses. So you may be able to see that Workday project seamlessly connects all the financial management processes, expenses, and tracking. Everything is in one solution. So right from into your project lifecycle, you will find it very, very easy to staff your workers, contractors, track their performances, track your work, and manage your internal billable projects and everything. Because the project and expenses features includes your project management, your resource management, your project costing, your project budgeting, your billing, your capital projects, and your analytics. And then we talk about Workday expenses. I think with Workday expenses, you may be able to see a very, very user-friendly experience with enterprise-grade functionalities. Like when you empower your people to submit and approve expenses in a Workday, that works for them, and Workday provides you the ability to continuously set controls and analyze spend management across the financial periods. You can also mobilize your expense entries and approvals. We have a global receipt scanning systems with Workday Artificial Intelligence. We have full audit and control with Workday project and expenses functionality and everything. So overall project and expenses provide you a very, very user-friendly expense hub. And procurement and inventory is what we call as spend management. You have the entire functional area, which is set up separately to form your procurement processes, right from creating the requisitions, then converting them to the purchase orders, creating purchase orders, then routing them to the supplier invoices, and finally paying your suppliers. Grants management, they also provides grants management functionality, which can automate and streamline your tedious tasks. That includes your salary management, your reimbursement processes, your award contract setup, and many more. So with Workday Grant Management, you get a better reporting insights across finance, payroll, HR, and planning for grant users. Project billing, we already covered into project and expenses. And throughout your Workday system, you are having effective SOX audit controls embedded, and the auditing and internal controls are on the top of every of the financial systems and all of the features that you are setting up. So you may be able to effectively conduct your financial audit, keeping everything is intact as per these SOX parameters. Okay. You may all be very excited to understand what are the contents into financial fundamental chapters. So these are the chapters that we would be teaching you into this course. So we will start with explaining you the core concepts in navigation, how the UI, how the talent of the Workday looks like, what are the core concepts. Then our second chapter is going to be setting up all the organizations and worktex to other legacy systems we call as chart of accounts. Here we call as organization and worktex. We may be providing you a basic understanding of how you perform security in Workday, how you configure them, because without having proper access to perform certain tasks, you may not be able to traverse into any ERP. So security is a very, very important topic to be explained here. Then like you have your approval workflows into your PeopleSoft system or any other system, that approval workflows in Workday is centered around the business process concept. So you will be understanding how the business process in Workday looks like. We will be also touching upon the basic understanding of Workday reporting. How do you create report in a Workday? Like you have been creating queries in PeopleSoft, similarly you create Workday reports. Then we will be teaching you how do you set up all the financial accounting data, how do you set up the general accounting posting rules, how do you set up sources, how do you set up fiscal schedules, how do you set up ledgers, and everything. And next topic is your account posting rules. Then we will be explaining you how the financial journals, the operational journals, how the financial accounting in Workday looks like. And we will be teaching you the supplier invoices and supplier accounts, and how do you settle payments, and how do you settle customer invoices, how do you create customers, how do you create customer invoices, how do you define customer receipts, and everything. So this is all the course content of the financial fundamentals. Today, we would be since maybe we may be running out of time, we have approximately more than an hour left. So in today's session, we are only going to cover chapter 1. So let's move with it. So these are the core concepts of Workday, or basically the building blocks of Workday on how the Workday is built upon. So you have your organizations, which are your chart of accounts. Then you have your financial accounting setup. Then for the approval workflows, like whatever transactions from the financial perspective you have been creating into Workday, they are facilitated by the business processes, and the events of those business processes get created, and you have the flexibility to establish your approvals around those events. For example, you have created a journal, and then based on the threshold amount of the journal, you want to establish your approvals that if your journal is maybe nearly to 500 USD, that should hit your manager approval. If it is more than 500, then that should hit for the next approval on top of the manager, which is your VP approval. So all of that approval workflows are configured into the business processes. So whenever you create a transaction, the event for those business processes get created, and it routes to certain levels of approval automatically. You have your domains, you have your security, you have your business processes. We are going to cover all those topics in detail as we move next into the content. Okay, let's understand the basic definitions of these terminologies. Organizations. As I already explained you, the building blocks of the Workday Financial Management, or you see the foundation, are the organizations. In Workday, you have different organizations. You have your supervisory HR organizations, you have your payroll organizations, you have your finance organization. So typically, finance organizations in Workday are the company organization and the cost center organizations. So we will be talking about what a company organization in Workday looks like. This type of organization defines a way to group workers and financial transactions. So you may be able to create effective reports onto the company. And why we group workers onto the company? Because to all the employees, the accesses to see any company data is controlled at the company level. So that is why we say that we have the flexibility at company organization in Workday to group workers. And similarly, like you create all of your transactions on business unit in PeopleSoft, you create all of your transactions on company. All the financial transactions are created on the company organization. Then what is a security? A security group is a collection of system users used to grant access to Workday. So security is actually a security group that we create into Workday. And what is a security group? Security group consists of your secure tasks and reports, the access to domains and business processes. And then we, with the security policies, the view access or the modify access or the technical get access or put access, we grant you the access of what task can a user perform in Workday by granting them the access to a security group. So understand it this way. Let's say I want to create a journal, right? Creating a journal is a task in Workday. Now that task in Workday is secured into a particular domain. And then a security group is having a view access or a modify access to a particular domain through its policies. So if I am required to create a journal, so whatever task is stored in whatever domain, I should be having the security group access to that domain. And then I would be added as a user into that security group to perform that task. And what is financial events? The automation of accounting results from the business operation. I already explained you that.
Just a second. I just had a quick question here. So as you've given the example of access to create a journal. So doesn't require any profile check, because whether he has the correct hierarchy or not, that matters, right?
Yeah. So all of our accesses are controls at the organization level, which we call constraint access. That is why we said that company organization is a building block or the foundation of Workday, because every access, let's say there are legal entities, maybe more than 200 legal entities, which we call as company into your system, right?
Yes.
You may be a part of one legal entity, and you should be authorized to only perform transactions on that and to see the financial data only onto that organization, right?
Yes, particular entities.
Yeah. So to whatever security group you would be providing we will provide you the access. We will align that access specific to your organization only. So you will understand later on.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So yes, security group accesses are controlled at the organization level.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, allow me a second. All right. Now let's move to financial events. So the automation of the accounting results from business operations. As I already told you, whenever you create a transaction, that is going to be going to certain levels of approval. So for every transaction, a business process behind the scenes, which is already configured into Workday, triggers. When a business process triggers, that means an event of the business process is getting triggered. So that we call as financial event. Now let's talk about domains. A predefined set of related securable items, for example, reports, tasks, instance sets, report feeds, data sources. So domains are not configurable. They store your static data. Consider it like this. For example, to process your journal, you may be having the entire set of tasks and reports secure into one domain, which is called as process journal, right? So under a domain, all of your tasks that you would be using to perform that transactions are secured. All of your reports related to that particular domains are secured. You cannot remove any task or any report or any report fields or any sources from the domains. We may only be able to provide you the view access or the modify access to a domain, whether you want it or not, but domain is not configurable. So that is why it is said to have a predefined set of related securable items, which are reports, tasks, sets, data sources, and everything. We are going to cover the domains and business processes concepts in detail as we move further into our course. Okay. This processes, I guess I already explained you. Let me again tell you. Sequence of one or more tasks that accomplish the desired business object. So why it is called a sequence of one or more tasks? So for example, creating a journal is just not a single task for a user, right? You have to create a journal, then you have to submit it for approval. Then it will hit to certain levels of approval based on whatever criteria you have defined. And then finally, it will post to your general ledger. So all of these steps are a sequence, right? After a creation only, you will be submitting a journal. Once your journal will submit, then only it will be routed to reviews for different authorities. And finally, when it is validated and approved by different authorities, then it will be ready to post into a GL. So that is why we call a business process a sequence of one or more tasks that accomplish a desired business objective. So here, when I say in creation of a journal, so journal creation is a business process, and what my desired objective is achieved here. After a creation of journal, that is successfully getting posted into a GL, and my financial accounting is getting triggered. So that is the desired objective behind a journal creation, which is being achieved through the business process configuration.
And do we have any timeline that needs to be get approved, specific timelines?
So generally what happens is based upon how your client wanted to be happen. For example, let's say you have defined the due date of any journal to be completed, to be approved in 24 hours, right?
Okay, yes,
and
yes.
At the business process level, you may have a flexibility to define the duration of it. So whenever a journal is created, you will find a flexibility to configure that due date. Like,
yes.
Like within how many times of the creation of a journal you want it to be approved, right?
Okay, dates and hours.
Yes. So let's say you want to get it processed in 1 day, you want to get it approved in 2 days, you want to get it approved in a week, a month. So you have a flexibility to define those.
Okay.
Okay.
So if it is expired, the journal creation date is expired. So should I just recreate it or should I use the existing one if expired?
If expired, I think I would need to check because I have never saw one such instance that the journals are not approved within the defined timeline. But I may get back to you about it.
Sure, thank you. When we create those kind of journals and the stuff, it will have a specific timeline. Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, thank you for clarifying.
Then financial accounting, a unique event-driven accounting approach with a built-in internal control framework and a robust multi-company, multi-currency model. Yes, at Workday, you have so much agility and so much efficiency to figure your multi-currency organizations and your multi-company organizations. See, any firm at a global level is not only set up to be operating in one specific geography or in one country, right? So Workday allows you to configure your financial accounting data at a multi-level, multi-company level. You may be able to globally set your company organizations for different geographies. And similarly, you may be able to set up your financial data across different currencies. Okay. Then reporting, user-defined real-time query that provides insights whenever and wherever it is needed. Those who might be using people's financials are very well acquainted. How do you perform a query on a PeoplesSoft database? Similarly, the terminology and the functionality of Workday reporting is very, very different from PeoplesSoft reporting. What do you call the query into PeoplesSoft is called the report in a Workday. And finally, using the Workday business objects, you may be able to efficiently create your Workday reports of the financial transaction data. All right.
We have a question here for someone, and they said, why do we need to integrate Workday HCM with Workday Financials? I mean, it should be a default delivered Workday functionality.
So we are not actually integrating anything between Workday HCM and Workday Financial. If so, I have made you understand the concept of business object, right? At a Workday HCM as well, you set up companies. At Workday Financials as well, you set up your companies, right? You may be using common companies to perform your payroll on, and you also may be using those companies to create your financial transactions, to create your suppliers, to create your invoices. Since the business object of that company is common into Workday, that is why everything Workday HCM and Finance is integrated. Because the business objects behind the components of the HCM data and financial data are common. You have been sharing the common business object across your Workday modules, Workday packages. That is why Workday Financial Suite and Workday HCM Suite are integrated in Excel. Are you clear with my explanation, or do you want to have more understanding toward it?
No, I think that's fine. That's fine. Now, since you're going to start this topic of business objects, before you do start, can I show them the LMS and how we deliver the training? Is that okay? Can I take over?
Yeah, definitely.
I will go ahead and share my screen, and I'll show them the LMS, learning management system, how we share the materials, what they get out of this training, because some of them are very curious to know. So I just want to take over that part. All right, sounds good. No problem. It'll take about 5 minutes. I'll explain how the training works, and then we'll jump back in here. And during this time, your trainer can also showcase the tenant and all that stuff. Okay. Twitter, if you can see my screen, let me know. Awesome. So when you enroll with us as a student, as a learner, the first thing you get is access to a learning management system, which looks something like this. I'm showing you an HCM mentorship program. Go with me for now. It's just a sample I'm showing you. Go ahead. Anybody has a question? All right, no problem. All right, so the learning management system can be accessed from any device and then any time. It's a 24/7 access. It's a private access. So if you are the person given access, you're the only one who will have access, no one else. I mean, your team members or the people who have enrolled in the batch will have access as well. You can, learning management system looks very simple. We've kept it very simple. As you see, we have a lot of white background. Simplicity is very important for us. So you're going to have this option to raise your tickets for tenant issues or any other tickets you want to raise here, you'll be able to raise. You will have the course curriculum. Again, this is for the HCM part. So I'm just showing you, but the finance one is going to be similar. So you will have Workday fundamentals, which will cover HCM, but that's that. Then you will also have something called Workday Job Readiness Program. This comes as a part of your training. In this, we'll talk about how to create your resumes, cheat sheets, LinkedIn profile creation, optimization, job roles and responsibilities. We'll talk about, all this stuff is, goes to a PowerPoint and your trainer. And, we have all this stuff we'll provide you. So it'll help you with the interview tips, how to get the sample resumes, all of that stuff. Because, this is the start of Workday Finance career. You're going to be looking for the job, how to get the job, how to optimize your profile, how to build that amazing resume, so you need all of this stuff. So this basically helps you quite a lot. There is also a post which talks about how to use social media to get that job. Okay. So all of this is a part of your training. Again, the next step is your materials, which is materials for fundamentals. I'm going to go straight into the HCM side, show you a little bit about the materials we share. All of this is built in-house. ZaranTech does not have any logos of Workday. We do not show any logos of Workday. So everything is in-house. We prepare everything in-house. I'm just going to click on one just to show you as a sample. It's going to look something like this. You will have your session PowerPoints. Again, our disclaimers will come right away. Everything is shared in the LMS. Like you will have access to the LMS and you will see all of this stuff. Your trainer actually uses all this to deliver the training. Then you have assessments. Again, randomly, I'm just clicking anything. So you'll see all these assessment documents. That will also be shared. Your lab documents, which you follow, your trainer's going to refer to those lab documents, be like, hey, today I want you to do this. And, you will have access to the tenant. So you'll be doing all those exercises. Again, our training is, right now, your trainer is basically showing the PowerPoint because this is the first demo webinar. She's trying to take it really slow. If she jumps into the tenant, you will have no understanding of it. So, but normally our training is always 80-20 style. It's going to be 80% on the tenant because that's where you learn, that it's very hands-on, too many exercises, all of that stuff. So again, and we expect you to practice that much as well. There's this question a lot of people ask me or ask the trainer or ask our training. They send an email like, if I am taking a training and I'm doing a 1.5-hour training on a daily basis, how much time do I have to spend practicing? Double that time every day if you want to get a job faster or sooner. So I would say if you're going through a 1.5-hour day training session live, you would to keep that knowledge you have gained, do that practice right away, take that lab and do that practice. And that you have to do right away because you might forget. But we still post the videos of the sessions which are completed in the LMS. But when you have seen something, your trainer, it's better to practice that right away because then it sticks. Then we have case studies. We will also give you a lot of capstone projects, which is going to look something like this. Everything will be posted here. You will have access to all of these documents right here. Some of the documents are shared specifically by the trainer. They will be uploaded here. Now let's move on to the next part. This is your job readiness program, documents and everything. All that will be shared. Now, ZaranTech is, I'm going to touch this a little bit. I don't know how many of you understand what is Workday and what is Workday certification. Workday certification is a closed certification. What that means is that you can't just go and pay Workday and get certified. You cannot. You have to meet certain requirements. And one of the requirements is that you have to either work for a customer company, you have to either work for a partner company or Workday itself. And then you can get certified. Not get certified. Still, you have the eligibility to get certified at that point. If you are starting your career in Workday and learn Workday Finance, how would you get certified then? You don't have a job yet. Just let's take that scenario. You don't have a job. How are you going to get certified? So what we have done is we collaborated with a staffing partner company. If you go to the Workday's portal, go to services, go to staffing partner, you will come up with all these staffing partners. They are official staffing partners. We have collaborated with a staffing partner, thus allowing you to take the certification directly from them by paying the staffing partner directly. You don't have to work for a customer or anything. You can directly go there. The only requirement is you have to go through our training first. I will cover a little bit more on that. I know you guys already have lots of questions. Okay, how am I going to get certified here without being an employee of a partner company or a customer company? What is this going on? Yes, you can. We are going to refer you to a staffing partner. That staffing partner, you pay the Workday certification fees to them, and then you get certified. Again, I'm going to cover that a little bit more in detail. Now, when you do go for certification, let me just show you a little bit. So let's say you are going for the HCM certification. Okay. Now, Workday certifications are not certification. It's a course. If you are going for Workday HCM certification, you have to take this course. You have to clear the exam. You have to take this course. You have to clear the exam. You have to take this course. You have to clear the exam. You're basically paying for the course. Once you clear all 3 courses and the exam with the passing mark Workday requires, then you are a Workday HCM certified consultant. That's how, if you clear 2, you're I'm an HCM certified consultant. You have to clear all 3. So what we have done is, for all our participants who go through our training program for HCM, and then they are eligible they become eligible for us to refer them to the staffing partner company. When that happens, they want some sort of help from us. Okay, so you have, so we are going for this course and the final exam, because the final exams are very tough. It's not easy. It's not your multiple choice question and you clear and you're certified. Workday does not work like that. So the type of questions which comes are multiple choice, scenario-based, and task-oriented questions for all these 3 certifications. What ZaranTech has done is we have gone to each of these courses and we have prepared all the multiple choice questions, assessments, scenario-based questions, and task-oriented questions. We have done this for you so you can get prepared well. Again, this is no training company does that, only ZaranTech. I'm just showcasing you all of this stuff. So as you can see, the scroller is still up here. All of these questions will help you prepare for your certification. So you get all of this as well. That's all I'm saying. This is just a study material for HCM Essential Concept Consulting Core. Again, I said there are 3, 2, and 3. All these materials are posted here as well. So if you decide to go for certification, you can use all of this stuff. Again, we give you lots of information. We are the one company which will post so much content. It's like we post everything about Workday certification, implemented versus pro certification, how difficult is a certification, what is the structure of the certification, everything we post here. It's an HCM guide. We have posted an HCM guide. If you're taking an HCM training and you want to go with that, there is an HCM guide. You can, there is a 69-page guide we have prepared for you guys to understand that. And then, one second. And then if you do not follow us on LinkedIn, we have a LinkedIn learner community where we post a lot of content. All day we post content. The idea behind that is to help the community, and then we post content all day long. PDFs, question answers, material, anything and everything we post. So like ebooks, a lot of these are ebooks. So we post a lot of ebooks because Workday is very close-knit community. You will not find content just like that. So what we do is, because we work so much on Workday, we create all this content and post it for you for free. So that's that. Now, recording. It's pretty simple. Every session you attend is recorded, and that recording is posted here. These are non-downloadable recording. Now, another question a lot of times people ask, how long do I have access to this? Your LMS access is for 1 year from the day you start. You will have videos and everything. Again, these are all recordings, and everything is private to you and the colleague and the other students, other learners who have joined us. The meeting links are posted here, just like the meeting link you received today, and you can attend the session. What was the topic which is covered is here. Attendance is very important. We take attendance very serious. We'll mark everything here. Like you see, every batch, we have about 23, 25 students who attend the sessions. Now, I have finished explaining the LMS learning management system. If someone has any question, you can ask.
So Satish here, I have a few questions. So
go ahead.
You have provided the, training for giving the example of HCM module, right? But what about finance module? So which finance certification we are going to do?
I am not sure, but I am thinking you are going to go for, because I'm not a certification expert. I have this list of certification. I think you're going to go for this one, these two.
Okay. And the cost is 1,600. What do you mean?
Each credit is $800. When we refer you to the staffing partner, they will let you know the cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, no, but just for our understanding, right? We should know the cost, right? So what do you mean by unit course?
So credits. These are credits. These are credit-based. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you can correct me. Is that the first certification you go after this training? This one, right? Accounting Center, first two? Because
so
this one is...
Center is altogether a very different concept.
Okay.
Which you to be certified into R2R, you may be having a prerequisite, which is the course that we have.
Okay. It's a record to report then.
Can I ask what is your question? Which certification are you looking for?
No, he's just wondering after this training, which certification he should go for.
Yeah, so it is record to report certification. So these three courses, once you go with them, today we are only, not today, in this 40 hours of our curriculum, we are going to explain you the course which is at row number 97, Financial Essential Concepts Consulting Course. The complete Workday Financial Certification of R2R consists of these three courses separately. So then there is an advanced course, which we call it accounting course. And then there are practical classes, like how do you load data into it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And do you know the cost of this course certification?
So when a Workday partner get you certified, it consumes your 1.25, like 5.75 credits. That means because each credit is equal to 800 or 800 USD is the equivalent cost of each credit. So if it is going to consume you maybe 5.75 credits, then the total cost looks like 3. You have to pay.
The reason I was saying the cost, your staffing partner lets you know the cost. It's going to be about this plus some service fees or whatever they add or whatever they do. We refer you to them and they tell you the cost. But it's going to be minimum this much because it takes these many credits. Yes. Yeah. That's what I meant.
This is the official cost that your staffing partner or your implementation partner would be paying to Workday to get their resources certified.
So you will be paying to the staffing partner when we refer you. That's it.
Okay. And so is it mandatory to complete all three certification, or just can we do one certification and apply for the job?
No, it's not. Okay. Again, I think you didn't understand this. If you want to be record to report certified consultant, you have to complete all three.
Okay. So you mean that 2,000, 1,000, 3,000 and 4,600?
It's very expensive. That's all. That's what you want to know. Anything with Workday is expensive. So let's say you want to go for record to report certification. If you cover this, and obviously you can't even cover one. You have to pay upfront for all three, and then only they'll allow you to go for the certification. Without the Workday staffing partner, our association with staffing partner, you have no chance to even apply for certification or go for certification, because then the eligibility becomes you have to either get an employment with a customer company and wait for your manager to approve, which happens after 3 years or 4 years, or work for a partner company and wait again for your manager to approve. Certification does not happen just like that. Here, you have the option to choose yourself by paying for the certification. Again, we are only referring you to the staffing partner to get certified. We don't charge anything like that. This is Workday charges. So, So to be record to report certified consultant, you have to take all three. If you fail one, you have to go for it again. And if you fail these, I think each certification comes with 2 attempts. Again, I'm saying it wrong. Each one of these comes with 2 attempts. If you fail, you have to go again.
I guess, no, Alok, you do not have any other attempt to be doing it for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about, it's sometimes they come up with 2 attempts, sometimes they don't. But yeah, so it's 1 attempt. Like she is the expert, I'm not. So they change all this. And then Workday had some changes also. If you are on our learner community, you would have seen that we posted a change which Workday is going to launch here very soon. I think we posted that, the timeline. Some timeline stuff posted, so we posted that as well. Hold on one second, let me just show. We posted it recently. One of our team members posted it. I'll show you. Yeah, there's a new pro certifications. These are all the new pro certifications which came out, and we posted that. But anyways, there is a timeline post we made here. I can't find it, but it should be here. Workday is changing a lot of things on certification side as well, training and their certifications. So it's posted here. If you scroll through, right there.
So what is the change? Is it a certification, name of the certification, or what is the change?
Once you're certified, you have an access to learning.workday.com. You will see all those changes. For now, don't worry about it too much. I think they have changed the structure of it or something like that, but not too much. Not too big of a change.
One major change that has been happening to Workday certifications is that earlier your certification used to get expired within 6 months if you are not upgrading your certification to the new Workday release. Now your certification can be valid for 2 years without having the going under the release update.
Wow. Before it was 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So earlier,
this is the post we posted 23 hours ago. These are the timelines. So enhancement to Workday training announcement and August 6th, September 30th, deadline to complete impacted training, all new courses. Again, this is, if we go into this, try to explain all of this, it'll take hours and hours and hours. Right now, since we are still in the fundamentals of finance, we are not going to, because certification comes way beyond later. So your step-by-step process should be learn the subject, master it, get your profiles done and everything. And once you're ready, reach out to ZaranTech and be like, okay, I'm ready right now. I want to go for certification. Can you refer us to the staffing partner? You drop an email to them. Then they contact you. You pay them the price or whatever. You pay them all that money or whatever. They get you registered on the learning.workday.com. And then you start taking the certifications and, courses, certificate. Again, what I said was a course plus exam. That's one exam cleared. Once you do the 3, you will be certified. You will have a certified consultant, thing on learning.workday.com. You showcase that on your profile and get your job. That's the whole process.
Okay.
All right. So I have covered the LMS and I've also covered a little bit about the certification. I think that's more than enough what I've covered. And then about our learner community. We also have a very big YouTube channel where we post a lot of videos and stuff. Any questions on this part of learning management system, anything like that, please ask.
So do we have to pay all that amount before appearing for certification or just after appearing for certification?
No, you pay upfront.
So either we pass or fail, irrespective of that, we have to pay.
No. You don't pass or fail before, right? First you pay, and you take these courses. Okay, one more time I'm going to explain. Okay, we refer you to the staffing partner. Staffing partner, you say, hey, I want to go for the record to report certification. Like, okay, fine. And they send you all the fees, details, everything else. This much it's going to cost. They might have some service fees. I don't know exactly. And then you pay them directly. Once you pay them directly, they'll get you an ID to learning.workday.com, the user ID password. Then you will have a user ID password to learning.workday.com where you are allowed to take these courses. Okay. Then you schedule your courses based on whatever your availability is. Let's say you schedule this course on October 20th. It will be a 32-hour course and boom, done. After the course, there will be an exam. The exam format I've already explained. Once you clear that, you go for the next one. Once you clear that, you go for the next one. Once you have all 3, then you will have your certificate on workday.com, and you will be Workday certified for record to report. And then you can showcase that on your profile. You can, once you're certified in Workday Finance, you are very much in demand at that point, right? And that's how the process works.
Okay. We need to go through that courses in that partner website.
Yes.
Okay. I got it. And then, so without joining that partner company, we can still appear for certification. They will allow us through your reference.
Yes, because they're staffing part.
Okay, that means are they going to hire us after the certification?
No. They're staffing partner. There's just a staffing partner company. If you want to work with them and you want to be like, hey, I want to work with you guys, you can also, float, find me a job, they can work with you. They'll interview you and all that stuff and then see if things work out, they'll find you a job or whatever that is. But again, this kind of reference only, go ahead, please.
This certification is from that partner's name.
The certification is from Workday. That you show that you have done the certification from the partner company. That's it. The certification is only one certification, Workday's.
So it is valid for even if we try to get a job in some other company, client company, and kind of.
Yes. It is valid. You're a certified consultant now. You can showcase that. Let's say you go to a customer company and like, hey, I want to get a job, and they'll say, are you certified? Yes, I'm certified. Show me your certification. Give them your name and everything and say, go to learning.workday.com, check it out. They can check it out. You will have an ID or just print it out and showcase to them. They can verify. Everything is verifiable. They'll know right away who has got you certified. Who did you go through to get certified? They'll know right away. That's no problem. A lot of times people hold certification from one company working at a different company. It's all good.
Okay, and it's valid 2 years from the date of appearing, and we need to get certified again through that end client.
But no. The validity of the certification is 2 years, but you have to recertify yourself every 6 months because Workday comes with R1 and R2 changes, upgrades. So you have to recertify yourself every 6 months. To recertify means, I'll tell you what that means. Because Workday comes with the 2 upgrades every year, I think it's about March and September, there is a 6-month gap, R1. So 2024 R1, 2024 R2. Every time Workday comes with the changes, Workday asks you, go to your learning.workday.com and recertify yourself. Meaning, go through some videos, take another small test, which is very, very simple, and keep your certification valid. Meaning, you have to recertify. Because tomorrow, if a customer is looking at your certification and they're like, well, you're still at 2023 R1. When are you recertifying yourself? Recertifications are free because that's up to you. Okay? So every 6 months, you should recertify yourself to keep it valid. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Yes, and
Thank
now
you.
that is where the changes are made. That the Workday releases are yet going to come every 6 months. But now this will not be a mandate for you to recertify yourself every 6 months. You can retain your certification and recertify yourself every 2 years.
Oh, nice. That is very good. There you go. She is the one who told you.
So recertification is free.
Right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And one more thing is that when we able to get this course guide and all this kind of all our
I cannot hear you.
when we can get this learning credentials and the ZaranTech links for learning purpose.
Okay. So first you enroll to our training program, which we are offering right now. You go through the training program, you practice, you do your labs, everything else. When you are ready to take the certification, you send us an email and then we will forward that email to our staffing partner company. Then they will reach
And
out
one
to you.
more thing is that we have learned here and certification can we take after some time in other companies. Is that possible?
I don't understand that question.
Okay, I'll explain you. So, for example, I have taken this learning course here with you as a staffing partner. Okay. So
Here
I
means
couldn't
what?
able to-
What do you mean here?
Here in the sense ZaranTech.
You've gone through our training. Okay.
Yes. And couldn't able to write an exam now, take the assessment now. Maybe a year after I can prepare for that. So do I need to check with your current company which I'm working? Can I do the certification there with this learning knowledge?
You can go with our learning knowledge to anywhere. And if you have your own partner company where you want to get certified with, yes, this learning will help you a lot. A lot of times people come to us because they don't have any other option. They have just come to us because they want to change their career or they are moving from PeopleSoft or something and they've taken a training from ZaranTech and now they don't know what to do because every job is asking for certification. The cycle is very difficult to come out of. I don't have a job because I'm not certified. I'm not certified because I don't have a job. You're stuck in that cycle. So we are getting you out of the cycle by getting you an option to get certified without having a job.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Alok.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. Any other questions, please?
Yes, Atish, I have another question. So these certifications, I believe certification are portable, right? So once we have certified by your partner, right? And suppose that I join a company called Deloitte. So Deloitte can import this certification from your staffing partner company, right?
Yes, absolutely. You can transfer that certification from the staffing partner to Deloitte. Absolutely. All you have to do is reach out to the staffing partner and say, I got a job with a customer company. Can you transfer? You take the half a day to transfer that. Absolutely. Good question.
Okay. And more questions. So what is the cost of this training that you are
Our
going to
training
provide?
program is 690 as long as your training lasts. Anything more than that, a lot of times people are like, hey, I want the tenant access. I practiced during the training and the tenant access was great. Everything worked out. Now my training is finished. The tenant access is gone. Now I want to extend my tenant access. Anytime you I want to extend this $250 per user per month.
Okay. And how long is training?
Our training will last for 1 month.
Okay. So for 1 month, $699. If I want another one.
And that includes the tenant access. $699 includes the tenant access. If you want extended tenant access and you're like, hey, I want to practice for 3 months. Can I get a tenant access? We have the vendor and we will get you the tenant access. But we get a lot of students who come to us and say, I've taken the training from XYZ or my friend taught me this. Can I get tenant? No. Another type of people who come to us be like, hey, I heard from someone that you guys are referring people to the staffing partner. Can I get referred? No. If you're not taking a training from us, we are not referring anybody. We're not giving anybody tenant access. We don't do that. We already have like over 3,000 people waiting for certification to be referred just because they are, going through the process of referrals and all that stuff. So the reason we are the person in the middle, because the staffing partner has over 1,200 consultants. They can put an ad on LinkedIn and they can get a lot of people to get certified. The reason, it's very simple. They don't want people going through their, because they pay the staffing partner. The staffing partner has to in turn pay Workday. They want consultants who are ready for it and will clear. I will tell you right now, Workday certifications are not easy. The failure rates are more than the passing rates.
Mm-hmm.
Any Workday consultant right now who is certified will tell you that it is not easy.
Yeah,
we don't want you to.
I don't know how difficult it is, but my friends are there and they are saying that is super easy. Okay, you can clear in one shot. Okay,
that's great. That is absolutely great. Then if you have friends like that, then I would say take their advice, take their suggestion, have them help you prepare that too. That's an added advantage for you. I would surely keep those friends very close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Any other question about certification or anything like that? Or if not, then I'll stop my share and have the trainer continue.
So can any company hire us without the certification and with just the knowledge?
Our training? Yeah. There are a lot of companies who are hiring, mostly AMS company, managed support companies, they're hiring. But again, it's little difficult at this point. If you go to LinkedIn right now and you see Workday jobs, you will have an idea right away. It's everybody's asking for certification. Everybody. I'm just opening this, going to jobs and experience level, let's say internship, experience level, let's say entry level. And you do have jobs, but they're not that many. And a lot of competition too. What is going on? Entry level, why is it not coming up? I'm sorry. My LinkedIn is acting up. But yeah, you got the point. You just click on it and then apply to those jobs, but they're not that many jobs. We've been in this market for about 10 years now. We know inside out. We train for TCS directly. We're their provider, their staff, training partner. Here, one second, let me just show you something else. Maybe you will have a much more understanding. And I would want you to do that once I show you this. All our students who take our training and have cleared the training always post on our website saying that they have taken the training, cleared the training. We would like for you to go and talk to them if you want to. Okay, here we go. 1 second. Where is the feed? View as a member. I'll just view as a member because since I'm an admin, it just doesn't show where to go. So if you scroll down, you will see somewhere there's hold on. Let me just do another way. Sorry about that. I'm just going to go to our website, our company page and show you. All those people who have taken our training we provide them a certificate of completion from ZaranTech, and then they post that certificate of completion, and they are the ones who are posting. So you can reach out to them and ask them, hey, how was the training, all of that stuff. So hold on, I'll show you. Give me 1 second. We have a lot of posts. Sorry about that. Let me scroll. Yeah, like this. So Priyanka, she did the HCM and then she got the credentials from our company. She posted that she did get the credentials. So you can talk to her and find out, hey, how was your training, whatever. There's a lot of them right here on our portal. So she got the certificate of completion from ZaranTech. It showcases that straight. And you can take a look at that post. She says she's done the training from ZaranTech and all this stuff. And her certificate of completion looks like this. And that certification is validated by their employer. We have an ID. Most employers reach out to us and be like, hey, we want to hire Priyanka Kumari. She has done your certification. Can you verify this code and tell us when she finished and all that stuff? And we verify all this.
So you are saying that even your certification are valid in the job market, correct?
Yes, ours is yes. Because we are a name.
Mm-hmm.
We are a big name. But again, we are not an authorized training company. And we don't claim to be an authorized training company from Workday. Workday does not have an authorized training company because Workday is the only company which trains. We are outside here. There you go. Somebody else posted saying that they have completed their HCM training, all that stuff. You will find quite a lot of people who have posted here continuously saying that we have trained over 25,000 people. So you will see all of these posts. But we post quite a lot of content, like just to let you know, this is my profile, by the way. So just to let you know, this is our profile. We have learner communities for DevOps, Salesforce, Agile, Scrum Master, and then data science. Our data science learner, we are very big in AI. That has 143,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Our SAP learner community has about I think about 80,000 followers or 90,000. I don't know how much. But you have a lot of different communities because we have about 400 IT courses we provide trainings for. Workday is just one. We train for Micron. We train for TCS. We train for KPMG. We train for LTI Mindtree. We train for Freshworks. We train for everybody. All of those companies take training directly from us. I mean, we are their vendor. And you can basically verify all this information on our website too. So anyway, this is just one of our communities with 80,000 followers. So like this, we have about 500,000 followers on LinkedIn only. Workday is one of our bigger modules too. We offer about 70 different courses because we customize courses for our customers. Anyways, any other question about the learning management system? Anything, please ask.
How long are the videos good for? I think I hear 1 year to take the course.
Yeah. Thanks. The only reason we keep it for 1 year is so you have an urgency. That's the only reason. If you come to us and say like, hey, I was on a vacation for 8 months, can I get back to the video? Yeah, they'll give you access. It's, we don't want to charge you again. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're taking a training from us, we want you to get your feet wet immediately and get in that market. We don't want you to be practicing for 1 year on one subject. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we pushed you get placed, you talk about it, we get a good name. That's basically it. And this is our video platform. I was just showing you, not to market or anything like that. I'm just showing you. This is our video platform. We have over 200 IT courses. And if you're interested and you're like, hey, I don't have the time to go through this training. I just want to learn on my own. We have about 30 different courses right here. I'm going to show you HCM course, which costs about $299 a year access, subscription based, and you get access to everything in here, the whole course.
What could be the
videos.
subscription for the fellow?
It's right there. So if you want to take a subscription for Workday HCM, it's $299. It's all there. $299 Finance is also there. But again, I'm not promoting finance video training because we are in the live training batch. So it's all here. You can take the video training.
Can you share us the link? Yeah, got you.
Yes.
Maybe we have other modules, right?
Yes. We in fact have a package as well. So if you are interested in all the courses, we have a package for that as well. It's called Workday Bundle Course, which comes with all the courses in Workday and all the future courses we will launch.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Yeah, it's called a bundle package. It's pretty cheaper compared. It's not this much. It's about 50% off. So
okay. And full-time lifetime access?
No, 1 year access. Everything we have is a 1 year access subscription. So because we have customers who come to us and they're like, we want 15 participants trained. Can you get a bundle package for us? So we make bundle packages. Bundle packages, the best benefit of the bundle package is that you get all the courses plus any course which is released during that year.
Yeah. So kind of features, additional features also will be part of it? Okay.
I mean, like let's say we have courses still here. And then let's say in 2 months down the road, we release a course that will also be added here. During that 1 year subscription, we need buy.
Only to the
Only Workday courses. Yes. This is a bundle package. Yes, absolutely. Again, people who buy the bundle packages get a deal. So yeah, you can always come back to us and get that. We will share these links with you as well. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sounds good. Anybody else has any question?
Yeah, for bundle courses, 1 year time really is not good enough.
Yeah, I feel the same.
That's the subscription we have in a bundle course. So you can buy it for three years in one shot if you want.
I bought it 3 years back from you, but that's no access for me for now. Of course, single course, you can check my name in your system.
Bundle
later.
Bundle was just launched recently. It was launched like about 3 or 4 months ago. We started doing bundle courses. And then Teachable only offers a subscription model for 1 year at a time. So we offered the 1 year bundle ourselves. There was no bundle for 2 years. So yeah, any other question?
Yeah. So all right. Can we talk about job market for this Workday courses, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's very good, but I'll have your trainer talk about it. Go ahead, Shweta, if you're here still. Go.
Yeah, what is the question?
The job market. You go ahead and share your screen.
I'm looking for job market.
Yeah, so I think it's very, very flourishing these days. I think Workday is everywhere because it's so robust system that it caters to every industry size, every industry, be it your financial services industry, be it your insurance sector, your healthcare, your restaurant business, your education sector, your every hospitality and whatnot, telecommunications. Since Workday is getting implemented organizations at a large scale level, at a medium scale level, everywhere the organizations are implementing Workday as a legacy system. So I think you have a pool of jobs that is created into market at a global level.
Okay. So is ZaranTech is going to help us in order to find the job?
No, we are not a staffing company. We are not a staffing company. We don't do, but again, as you can see, we have a huge reach. There is consulting companies, staffing companies always reaching out to us. We will surely refer your name. But again, they are always looking for the best of the best. So, but we can refer your names. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But we are not a staffing company and we don't promise anybody jobs or anything because that's not we are. We are a training company.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can continue if you want.
Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are running very, very short of time. I may not be able to take you to a talent tour today, but essentially I will try to cover the basic concepts of how the talent looks like through the theoretical slide that we have left in. And from our next session onwards, we will directly work upon the talent. So let's quickly understand what are the business objects. So Workday, okay, we already discussed that Workday Financial Management is the object-oriented programming with understanding financial needs across the firms. Now, navigation through Workday is very, very simple through the use of powerful search capabilities and multiple navigation tools. And why do we have search capabilities? Like, consider Workday to be like a search engine. Whenever you open Google and you want to search anything, you just type your content into the search bar and the actionable links display onto your page, and to whatever you click, you get the information about it. And then further, whenever you click on any other thing through a link, this is how you move into the details of any of your topic content, right? So similarly, Workday behaves like that. So now let me explain you how Workday objects looks like. So Workday objects, they store data as a business object. So for example, your organizations, your suppliers, your ledger accounts, all of that which are similar to your database tables or your worksheets in Excel. So just like a database table or worksheets has columns and rows, Workday business objects, they have their fields and the instances. So what Workday does, Workday automatically links the related business objects together. So for example, a supplier may be associated to a supplier invoice, and further a supplier invoice is associated to a supplier payment. And further that payment is associated with a bank account. So the object supplier is linked to a supplier invoice business object. Then the supplier invoice business object is linked to a supplier payment business object. And the supplier payment business object is further linked to the supplier's bank account details. So if you see here, when you are creating a supplier, so there is a one business object where the instance of the creation of a supplier, the instant of the supplier business object gets created. Let's say you create 10 suppliers. So into a supplier business object, you are creating 10 instances. Now those instances have further relations to related business object. So on every supplier, you will create, let's say, invoices. So one supplier is Amazon, second supplier is Dell, third supplier is your Flipkart. Let's consider like this. Or fourth supplier is your Microsoft. So one Amazon supplier is one instance of your supplier business object. Now you may have created 100 transactions, which are the supplier invoices onto the Amazon supplier. So those 100 transactions are 100 instances of its related business object, which is supplier invoice business object. Right? Now, out of those 100 transactions, let's say you are paying 2 invoices, right? So when you pay those 2 invoices, those 2 paid invoices are the third related business object. So the payment business object, and those invoices are those 2 paid invoices are the instances of the payments business object. So it works like this. Also, suppliers, like you also create supplier contracts to suppliers. So supplier is also related to one of the business object, which is contract. So when supplier being the primary object, your contract will become your related business object in reference to suppliers. Similarly, on suppliers only, you create purchase orders, right? So your purchase order will become a related business object to your supplier. So this is how the business objects work. In getting acquainted with the landing page, with the home page of the Workday, or you say how the UI of the Workday looks like. But before that, I would like to teach you about Workday, like the Workday, like the environment that you work. So Workday tenants to which you will get access to is a unique instance of the Workday system where all the data is separated in a database and is securely segregated through password control access. For example, we have 23 users here, and in the real-time world, when you are working into the organization, you are getting credentials to access to Workday tenants, right? So there is one common tenant which is being offered to employee of a single organization, let's say, but that tenant is secured to each user through your user access and control, right? So the content of your tenant is maybe different from what your peer should be having access to, right? You may be having some more level of access into your tenant by your employee as per his capacity. Maybe your co-worker as per his capacity may be having a limited access to your tenant. So that instance of the tenant, the data into your tenant is separated by the password control access. So the whatever level of access is provided to you and your co-workers, they may have a different level of accesses. So you can configure that tenant to meet your unique business needs, and Workday performs most of the tasks that you support your tenant during your initial deployments. So whenever you are into your implementation journey or you are associated with the implementation partners, you do your job as an implementation consultant. So most of the tasks that you are going to perform into your tenant, so you have a delivered tenant during your initial deployment, which is offered by the Workday itself, and then you configure and customize as per your needs. Okay. Let's move to the basic navigation application header. So when we will be giving you a tour of how the Workday tenants look like. So when we will log in into the Workday tenant, this is how the homepage will look like. You will have your profile to whatever you have access to, your name, or your picture will appear here as a profile icon. And this is your main menu with your access to your landing page. So this entire page is called your landing page. Then there would be a bell icon associated next to your profile, which is your inbox that you will get notifications of. For example, I was talking about the business process event. Let's say somebody has created a journal, right, into Workday, and that journal has come to the approval of the cost center manager. And let's say you have the access to a cost center, or maybe you are the cost center manager in Workday. So if you have to approve that journal, that notification will appear here as your bell icon, and you can just simply click on that bell icon to approve that journal of your reportee or whosoever has created that, right? And this is the Workday logo which is appearing. Then your name next to your profile is appearing here. Your photo is here. Then, like I said, Workday appears to be like a search engine. There is no, I would say, the fluid structures like you see in the PeopleSoft, that there is a navigation path. You click on one task, then you navigate to another path and another task underneath it, and then you traverse forward. No, anything that you want to find in Workday is facilitated through the search functionality. So that is why you have search functionality in Workday. You can search for employee's name. You can search for any task. Create journal, create supplier invoice, create customer invoice, create accounting entries, whatever. You can search for any report that you have created, and anything you can search directly here. Then whenever you are into any of the page of the Workday, you simply press the home icon and you again will be onto the home page of the Workday. So this is how the basic navigations look like. Okay, I think I already explained you what is a home. So clicking the home icon takes the user to their preferred landing page. Search bar, it allows you to search business objects, your reports, your tasks, your workers by simply typing in key terms. And remember, Workday is very unforgiving in terms of spelling. Into your search bar, it is not something that will autocorrect your spelling. Like for example, at Google, I have to search Workday. And let's say my spelling is WORKDAY Workday, but I mistakenly entered WOKDA. With the help of that WOKDAY, Google search engine is also going to provide me references for Workday itself, right? But no, in Workday, you have to be very, very accurate in entering your terms, right? So your spelling should be really correct to whatever you want to search into Workday. Then I already show you how the display picture looks like on your profile. So profile display a picture of the currently logged in user. So when you log into your tenant with whatever user's password control access, his profile picture will appear onto your profile icon. All right. I already explained your search bar. Let's understand more. The search bar allows you to search for business objects, reports, tasks, workers, and more by typing in key terms. For example, if you enter customer, you will see reports, tasks, and business objects that contain the word customer. Right. The search bar also returns type ahead predictive results. Yes. Let's say you want to see financial accounting journals and you simply enter financial. So anything that starts with financial or any of the item in Workday that contains financial will automatically appear. So Workday search engine is like a predictive search feature. Okay. Notifications. You will have a bell icon next to your profile into your Workday landing page. So they will display your reports that you have run, the processes that are complete, the tasks that you need to approve, and documents that are available for you to review. Then notification does not show actionable items. Actionable items are displayed in the inbox. Yes. Notification will only tell you what are there for you to review, but by the notification, you simply cannot click onto the icon. Now, you have an inbox which looks like this icon. Next to your notification, you have this inbox icon. So it is an activity stream that combines your business process actions and notifications. Like whatever events are coming your way, whatever tasks are coming your way, be notified into your notification item, but the details of those items will be displayed in your inbox. So that is why it is said that inbox is an activity stream that combines your business process actions and notifications. You can view your pending approvals or steps that need to be completed for business process. I already explained. Let's say a supplier invoice is created and it is coming for you to approve. So that supplier invoice is a kind of a transaction. It is emerging out of a supplier invoice business process. So a step is required to have your approval that will come your inside. You can also view notifications regarding your requested process. Use the archive tab to access process status and historical action. Now, let me go back. From the inbox, you will see your mostly recent received action item. So when you select an item, it will take you directly to the item in your full inbox view. Right. So do you see this picture? Workday inbox system appears the same way, right? To consider it like this, when you see your Outlook email box or your Google email box, every of your item at the left panel appears into your list. And whenever you click on particular item, the list of the detail of that item gets open into a full view. So this is how the Workday inbox also works. From the inbox, you will see your most recently received action items. Everything would be arranged into your descending date order. And whenever you select that item, you can open that item into a full screen view. Okay. I think I already covered the profile. That your profile display a picture of currently logged in user. When you click on this profile icon, you will see the main menu. You can access the landing page, which is the home page. You can access your inbox, your notifications. You can mark the frequently used tasks and reports to your favorites so that you're not every time are required to search for your commonly used tasks onto the search bar. So everything, you can mark that onto your favorites. And when you open your favorites, you can directly access those tasks, those reports and everything. Drive that for your financial documents, like whatever reports you download, whatever Excels you download, whatever PDF you download into your Workday, you may be able to see into your Drive repository and more. So depending on the security, you may see fewer options on the My Account. Yes. If you have a limited security access, you may not be able to see every feature into your My Account. So whatever components of Workday you have access to, you will be only seeing those features into My Account. View profile selection is a composite view of a worker that displays a collection of information. This profile includes your contact information, your job information, and everything. Yes. When you go to view profile, into the related actions of your profile, you will see your job description, what is the nature of work that you have been doing for the organization, what are your contact details, where are you based out of, whom you are reporting to, what is your supervisory organization that you are tagged to, then how many leaves do you have, what is your salary structure, all of that information will come into your profile information. I think I already covered favorites, my reports and drives. I think you may be more understanding the sitemaps, the favorite and everything once I provide you the talent tour. So for the time being, I'm skipping this slide because everything that I want to talk about this, I will directly show you into the talent. Then again, this is all about the sitemap, favorites, drive, documentation, my account. I think I almost covered theoretically about the UI of the Workday talent. How does it look like in today's session? from our next session, maybe if it is going to be on Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to again touch upon the previous slides that I have discussed so far, starting from slide number 23 till 28 or 29. I will be showing everything, every of this feature into the Workday introduction and overview. And I think you will be getting a better insight of how Workday looks like to you. Having said that, I think the next items are already covered by Alok, which is about the salary trend, the job trend, and everything. And I think you may have clarity with whatever questions you had onto your job outlook or your salary structures. Having said that, we have reached towards the completion of our course. Now, you will still have any questions? I think I have 5 minutes before I leave. I'm open to quickly answer few of your questions, and whatever is left, maybe you can post, and we can take that into the next upcoming session. Yes.
So I have one question. So what is the salary range for, let's say, I may experience PeopleSoft Finance card, and if I move to the Workday, so what salary can I expect? I'm talking about the US job market.
Okay, so I guess if you have a basic training of Workday Financial Essential course, which is going to teach you in this curriculum, I think you may be eligible enough to get hired for at least any of the customer organizations who are using Workday, not necessarily who are implementing Workday. And I think the base salary for the Workday business analyst or the Workday executives, Workday associates, I think they are near to $1,03,536 per year. I may not be very, very familiar with the US market job standards and the compensation structures. So I think in our next session, the salary structures can be well explained to you by Alok in detail about the US markets. Right, Alok?
Yeah, I can cover that. But again, your best bet, there are a lot of tools which are on Indeed. It allows you to enter your experience and everything. And again, the US market itself is a very vast market. From the East Coast to the West Coast, the salary trends are different. All that is dependent on a lot of different things. Being a PeopleSoft, did you say PeopleSoft?
Yeah, I'm a PeopleSoft finance consultant having 18 years of experience.
Yeah, I think you would be a very big asset for any company.
Correct.
I would say get this much year of experience.
I switched my career from PeopleSoft to Workday. Yes.
Yeah, so this, it's a different tool, but the concepts are still almost the same. Because remember, those guys who came from built Workday came from where? Anyways, we're not going to go there. But so having that kind of experience really will help. We've seen freshers coming out of college and taking this training. You have 18 years. You're just switching a platform. You would be a very big asset for any company because what you bring, I would immediately jump on you are from the US market, so jump on the bandwagon and learning this, getting certified, spend that money, get certified. Once you get certified, I'll tell you right now, in 2 years, you will have offers in your inbox on a daily basis. Finance consultants are very, very rare at this point.
I know.
That kind of experience is crazy good. I'm being honest. I've got a lot of experience. I've got about 27 years of experience in IT, 16 years in EdTech, and I work with basically all the, leads, project heads, CEOs, CTOs.